Hi, my name is Maria.
Hi, I'm Monica.
And welcome back to Vixens Victorious.
Which they weren't.
Okay.
After a good win the week before, and they just...
Oh, it's a story. But before we get into the Vixens, I'm going to get to the Consolation Cup.
Okay.
I was training, and after I finished training, the notification popped up about the Consolation Cup.
Yeah, that's why you sent me a message.
I said, where's it go? I want to go! Okay, so, the Consolation Cup. So, it's
between us and New Zealand.
It's New Zealand, as it always has been.
Can we do it this time?
1938.
Can we do it this time?
I don't see why not. So, like, the first match is Wednesday, 13th of October at Brisbane.
That makes it a bit hard.
And then the second match is Sunday, the 17th of October at Cairns. And then the third match is Thursday, 21st of October in Auckland. You look so over it.
I am, because I can't, and I've already got rehearsals and performances to do.
Okay. I'll be trying to go. I mean, I'll go by myself, I don't care. I'll FaceTime you.
Not during a performance.
Like during your performance and watching the netball at the same time.
I can't do that for Night of Broken Glass.
I know. But like, it's like me, like when I was ball girl for the Australian Open for squash, and I was like watching like AFL at the same time. Like in between each game, I was like, Dad, what's the score?
You can't do that.
I did. I was okay. And then the fourth match is Sunday, 24th October, Wellington. So 2 games in Australia, 2 games in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to New Zealand, but I don't have a passport.
I can go.
Can we talk about... No, remember when I'm gonna try again, but like I need like your birth certificate to know, so they know that I'm actual Australian citizen. Which doesn't make sense, even though I have like Australian birth certificate. But that's a different story for another time.
If they ask for your grandma's, it's going to be a totally different story.
No, it's like, oh, by the way, like I know like your birth certificate's Australian, but we need someone else that's Australian. What the fuck is that? Like you're lucky I'm second generation Australian. Just like, what happens if I have a birth certificate like you do, obviously, but your mum's isn't?
Well, Bubba's was, even though she's Polish, she was born in Germany.
No, this is okay.
It's confusing.
Let's get to netball.
Let's go back to what we're here for. The Vixens lost by 14 goals.
Yeah, so the first quarter
points.
was bad. We got 6 goals to the 18.
Did we go to sleep?
Very early, yeah. Yeah, it was like, I took Lauren there. We're having a grand old time, but like, like friends do. Thank you.
See, the clock was right.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was not a good start.
I couldn't go because I had another thing that I had.
No, but like, Lauren,
with 3 photos.
I showed you Dana Burns' video, right, about like do the thing.
Yeah.
That's all we were yelling all day at the netball.
I am glad I wasn't there.
We like, I don't know what happens, but like I love Lauren, everything's funny. do you understand, like, do you have friends? But
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's the whole thing. In the second quarter, we got 9 to the 13.
That was a better score.
Yes, third quarter we got 10 to their 16.
So we're down 6, and then we got 23 to their 15.
Yeah, with Commander's.
Why couldn't we do what we did in the last quarter in the first 3?
That's what I'm saying, was so inconsistent. It's annoying. But like we do have.
But last week we were so consistent.
Yeah, but we're not consistently consistent.
That's me. Okay, me to a T.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be consistent more often. Okay, so let's go to like the the match performance. So goals, we got at 84% to then 92%.
Okay, super shots.
It was basics like goal shooting that let us down because we missed so many goals that it went into their rebound, and they dominated off of that.
Well, that's why we lost, because
Yeah,
the other games they don't do so badly. They could get and they could. That means because we played against what, the Swifts?
The Swiss, yeah.
Yeah, the Swifts read our gameplay.
Yeah. So they won this the Sergeant McInnes Cup, obviously.
So that was, but super shots.
We got 53 to their 47%. We got 8 out of 15. They got 2 out of 3.
See, they had a lower go, but I like this with our stats. Timing possession.
On time possession,
0 for both.
For some reason, for time of possession, there's like 0% for both. I'll take a picture and I'll put it up, but like it's kind of entertaining.
So, I don't know how this works, but
yeah, they put like 0. I don't know how like both team has 0 time of possession.
That means nobody had the ball at all in their hands.
That doesn't.
That's what I read it as, but with all the other stats beforehand, it's like.
I mean,
what are you trying to say here?
We know that Swiss had more time of possession.
It was too high. It was too hard to count. That's what this means.
Okay, this is been a comedy
Intercepts.
show. They had 8. We had 4.
Half.
Rebounds. They had 6. We had 3.
Half.
Penalties. We had 56. They had 41.
Should have gone the other way, but
turnovers. We had 37. They had 24.
So they turned the ball 37 times to our 24.
So gains. How we were talking about last week with the gains.
Yeah.
So for this season, deflections have been separated into deflection gains and deflection with no gains. This helps us with which team is actually turning their tips into possession.
Okay, which didn't help us at all this week.
Obviously not. So let's get into play instead. Okay, so. Okay, I'm good. So most goal assists is Mundy with 10.
She played what? Wing attack?
And centre.
And centre.
So they changed. Oh, Bachmeier has 10 too. Goal assist. Goal attack.
Oh. Did Bachmeier play goal attack?
Yes, she played a little bit.
Okay.
They listed Ali Smith as centre. Oh, she did play centre. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, Maloney played wing attack. You know what? I'm confused. Let's move on. Okay.
So did Maloney play
She
centre as
started
well?
off as centre. Yeah, that's.
But she's far better at centre.
Yeah.
See, how come they changed up the goal with Bachmeier and who else played?
Stanton played. Mannix played. They all played.
They should have kept the lineup as it was last week. And I think that's what let us down.
Probably. Rebounds. Gertrude Commander with 3 rebounds. She's the only one with rebounds.
See, that's where our 3 rebounds went
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
She was the only one where the other one was just probably because I didn't watch it, sorry. You know, you can't always rely on the one person. You have to always...
Yeah, I know.
But when you had a look at last week, it was Kamwende and it was Stanton that were picking up the rebounds and putting it back in the net. Whereas I don't think you had that this week. There wasn't that... I don't think it gelled.
No, it didn't gel.
It was the opposite of gelling. They became unstuck.
Yes. So centre pass receives most go to Maloney. This is boggling my mind. Anyway.
Maloney always makes sure she is available to take a shot. She is free and that's when she calls for the ball.
But I'm so used to her being centre.
Yeah, and it does well for the team when she's centre.
Yeah.
Yes, she could play wing attack, but that's to give her a breath. But
see, in the Australian team, it's Maloney as wing attack and Watson as centre.
okay.
But like it's the other way around in the Vixens lineup.
Then why do they change it? If it works well in the Australian lineup, keep it like that if you've got two of those players in your team.
Yeah. At least I think I spin a lot. But like last World Cup, Watson was playing centre for the Diamonds, so.
But see, Maloney is...
I think that was before Maloney came into the Australian side though, so I could be wrong.
See, Maloney for the Vixens is a great asset as centre. Don't ever change that.
Don't fix what isn't broken, honestly.
Last week's team was the team.
Yeah.
Why change? You got your team, go with it. Go with those positions.
So most feeds go to Mundy with 21. Most intercepts go to Dehaney with 2. Most penalties go to Western. Less defense, let's be honest. It's defense. Most games go to Dehaney with 3. And most turnovers go to Stanton and Commander with 8.
But see, they've got the height there. You need the height in both ends of goals.
Yes, this is just bad stuff I want to talk about.
The fast, between Maloney and Mundy. Is it Maloney and Mundy?
Mundy.
Yeah, Mundy and Maloney. Keep them. Yeah, interchange those two centre and wing attack. They are so great in those positions.
What makes me sad is that Mundy's only here because Watson is out.
Yeah, but she's doing a great job.
I know. But it's like she's like not a part of the team. She's like she's not like a squad member. She's a training partner. She's not like officially part of the team. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if you got one out, use that person to fulfill.
Yeah, well, she's doing well.
She's stepped up to the plate.
Definitely. So discussion points. So Commander scored like 6 super shots in the last quarter. I would wish that just they were all more accurate throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and that takes a lot when you're not used to. See, the reason why there's that difference, from what I can tell from watching previous matches, they're also aces when they're close up to the net. When they've got to practice more from that point, with the defenders doing the defending. That's how their training session's got to run.
Yep. Okay.
And then take their ball. When the super shot comes, take everything from the super shot and have the other one that's not shooting ready for the rebound.
Yeah.
That's like with the other defender on the other end. One defending, the other one standing under that net position to grab that rebound.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. What do you think is causing like inconsistencies?
The change up of the team.
Do you think because it's changing up too often?
Yes. Don't change it up too often, because that's when they're used to working going one way and then you change to another way with another lineup of people. And if they haven't played before together like that, it does.
Yeah. Do you think there's a reason why McInnes is doing it?
Probably she's trying to settle, but she had a perfect team last week.
Yeah.
We just need to keep that consistency. Hopefully, because this season's nearly finished.
Yeah, I know.
Next season, everybody will be up there. And I know the COVID situation has had a lot to play on it when you've,
I understand, but at the same time, we won it last year with all games being played in Queensland.
Yeah, then why couldn't we do it again? Okay, yes, we've lost players crucial to the team.
Yeah, I feel like that's a part of the issue.
Okay, you've got that. But you can't keep messing around with the team, keep changing it every single game you have with a new lineup. If you had one that worked the week before, don't change it until it needs to be changed. When it doesn't work, then you change it up.
Yeah.
I know she wants to give everybody a chance in playing, but stick with your best players. Like from the week before, the ones that have proved themselves, yeah, get them back in for the following.
Yeah.
But please don't play with last week's slide. When we had the win, play with the lineup when we had the last win.
Yeah.
But not the lineup that we had just had.
Yeah. Since it's near the end of the season, what do you think would be a goal for the Vixens for the rest of the season? Because we're not making finals.
No. To finally work on, to have that consistency, but not to keep changing players and bringing it play with the team that you knows how to win, and just have a couple of emergencies on the side just in case something happens. The ones that can step up to the plate in whatever position, whether it be goal shooter, wing attack, centre wing attack or wing defence, goal attack, goal defence, those players. Just have them there, but play with your best team first off. And I believe the best team was the one that was there the week before last, where we had the win.
In other news, Gravimentor played her 200th National League game. She has played for Vixens, but she's playing for Collingwood now, who we play this week. Yeah, so round 14 is replacing round 11 this week.
Oh, the one that we missed out on.
No, this is meant to be round 11 this week, but it was placing the fixtures, changing it, so around 14 fixtures are being played now. Does that make sense?
Oh, no, that's just like with them changing the fixtures for the NRL and the AFL.
Literally.
And it's confused the hell out of me.
So, with this week's game, hold on, so... Let me get it up. Vixens tickets. So what's happening is... So it is a double header. So Vixens versus Collingwood is straight after Sus versus Thunderbird. So one ticket.
Yeah.
You can watch both games.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So that's what's happening. Yeah.
So what time is when's the game?
Vixens game starts at 1 p.m.
What is that at? On Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday. Swifts and Adelaide Thunderbirds play at 3:35 or something. So obviously they're going to clean the court and blah blah blah, and get the players there. But that's what's interesting, because they did that with the cricket. Last Big Bash League, they had the Melbourne Renegades play, and then after that they played the Melbourne Stars. I didn't stay for that because I just wanted to watch Renegades, but interesting.
Very interesting.
Anyway, let's move on to the Super 7 round 10.
Okay, Super 7 round 10, what have we got?
Okay. For volume, nice.
On the sidelines.
Have a look at the Johannes defence here. So even though that one went straight through the middle, that was a
Housby with the feed. Dehaney.
Dehaney.
Look, the Firebirds have blown this out to a 4-goal lead with 0 interceptions, 0 deflections. A lot of the turnovers are coming through the Thunderbirds' hands, but it's really Gabby Simpson and Kim.
And that is keeping West Coast Fever's defence apart. And that's Conan again, a third strong take under pressure in the air.
Oh, brilliant. Great teamwork there from the T-Birds.
Gee, that's a task and a half. That's a task and a half. Oh, brilliant stuff by Fowler. Teague Neal for 2.
Oh, and again, that athleticism, the twinkle toes.
Yeah, definitely was twinkle toes. And that last one was... Twinkle toes is an understatement.
Sometimes you just have to try to keep it in. So, stats battle.
Okay.
Brown and Hadley patiently waiting for the feed. Will there be too much on it? Wallace does extremely well to keep that ball alive. And her housemate Helen Housby scores goal number 2 for the Swifts.
It doesn't exist. Sophie Garvin said they wanted their timeout.
Housby! Suncorp super shot.
Is what they would have liked. We saw a little bit at the back end of that second quarter as Housby comes out with an amazing intercept for a goal attack, and just being able to really be able to make that impact. Swifts play it really short and sharp, which Simone was harping on. I'll say harping.
The sport of netball. Housby turns around and Garvin was picking herself up and in the end put herself in perfect position to receive the feed and converts for New South Wales.
And teen girls moment of the week? Okay, so there's 3. We'll watch all 3. Okay. This is moment 1.
Gee, that's a task and a half. That's a task and a half. Oh, brilliant stuff by Fowler. Teague Neal for 2. Knocks it down the Suncorp super shot. Teague Neal for 2. Knocks it down the Suncorp super
Fowler
shot.
is
Amazing.
amazing with her height and all. No wonder why Dehaney gets.
It's hard to play against Fowler.
You need somebody that's 10 foot tall to play against
No
Fowler.
one's that tall.
Sorry, we have to put a few of the opponent squash players on the rack, the defenders, so as they could get... High heels don't work. I've tried it.
Doesn't sound good.
I'm sorry. Yes, I have practiced defending in stilettos.
Oh my god. The fuck? Moving on.
And then everybody else in the company follows.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you know, let's do 2.
A lot calmer now. As you can see, is Dwyer popping up, although missing that shot there. They are starting to feel a little bit more confident as the bodies fly. So,
Oh my god, that was just...
Okay, moving on. Last one.
Oh, and again, that athleticism, the twinkle toes.
Yeah, definitely was twinkle toes. And also just to give that ball, to have that confidence, that Lanise. That was an amazing shot.
Such
though.
control of balance.
How do you have control when you're off balance? Now that is an amazing thing to have.
Sometimes desperation works.
Sometimes, oh, what the hell, I'm just going to have a go anyway. And it comes, and it works out.
Right, I know, it's, desperation is...
It.
If you use desperation in the right way, it works. If you use it in the wrong way,
It don't work.
Nope. Okay, so... Let's get... Yes, so... Because we play Collingwood this week. What do you think?
Okay, we'll kneecap Collingwood. So as to make sure the Vixens can win. But otherwise, put in the team that we had before that won. Please. Otherwise, I will turn up on your doorstep and cry.
Okay, stop. Okay. Now, I'd like to talk about Ash Barty.
Now that was a win.
That was a win.
That on the country.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment.
There were so many people that turned up to rehearsal last week that were like asleep on Sunday. So nothing went according to plan. But we got it out with movement, etc.
No, it was so good. I went to, I was watching it with Dad. The thing is, I bought Macca's menu log. It took them for 30 minutes to assign a driver. But I think that's because everyone was watching it, and the fact I think a lot of people were doing the same thing. That's why.
Okay, let's get on to our votes.
Okay, so yeah, good. I forgot to put in votes. Votes. Do you have votes? 3 votes.
I would. Okay, I'll go. Mundy, Maloney.
Mundy with 3?
Yeah.
2 to Maloney.
Maloney.
And 1 to who?
Who was in wing defence?
Eddie.
Eddie, yeah. 1 to Eddie. Sorry, I just went blank.
So I'm giving 3 to Kamwenda, because she's a star always. Ooh. I'm gonna give 2 to, I don't know.
The rest of the team?
Yeah, to Mundy. And 1 to Maloney. I'll do the ladder next week. I'll update the ladder next week. I don't have it with me. But let's get to TikTok. Okay, so first of all, is this.
For a Kiswahili speaker, hakuna matako means there are no butt cheeks.
It means no butt cheeks for the rest of your days. It's our gluteus free anatomy. Hakuna matako.
It's funny how things just get lost in translation. So there's this story.
I genuinely wish the story I'm about to tell you wasn't true. I went to a Christian university. Okay? And I knew this girl who was married, and her husband had been struggling to have kids for a long time. So they finally made an appointment to go see a fertility specialist. When she came in for her appointment, they told her to change into this gown and they'd start her examination. But they noticed when she put on the gown that her entire abdomen was covered in these bruises. So obviously, the first thing they assume is domestic abuse. So they have her husband leave the room and ask her, "How did you get these bruises?" My Lord. This sheltered young Christian couple did not know how to conceive. They thought intercourse was through the belly button. That's right. This was a married couple in their late 20s who'd been trying to shove it in the belly button for over a year. Yet another reason you should teach your children about sexual education.
Through the belly button. That's right. This was a married couple in their late 20s.
This is so stupid.
Who'd been trying to shove it in the belly button for over a year. Yet another reason you should teach your children about sexual education.
How the hell?
I don't know. It's all fucked up. And then I'll give you this one.
I only figured out the drop bears weren't real 6 months ago. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. You all know. That's so crazy. You all know. The whole country knows. Like 25 million people have a fucking inside joke. Like, how did you organise that? Like, oh, we're just gonna have a big sausage sizzle at Bunnings and tell everyone? Like, it's so crazy that everyone knows, like, drop bears. Everyone knows who's a drop bear. Most people don't even know who the fucking Prime Minister is.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
hopefully I don't know, it's against Collingwood. Let's hope Tahiti doesn't get frustrated.
oh, hell yeah. Tahiti, keep your emotions
We just
in
need
check.
to all just relax.
Okay, we can do this.
Think of
But
kitten-
I'm not making any predictions.
Think of kitten videos.
No, I'll just think of what I have to.
Kitten videos are so cute. Anyway, see you. Bye.
Bye.